So we were meeting at Marty's Lost Coast guitar shop. That jam has been going on forever, maybe 20 years, and I've been really having fun with it for the past 2 years. And we really miss the music. So we miss it so much that I bought myself an outdoor fire pit so that we could jam outside in the yard and stay warm. That's how desperate we are. And the other music project that is so much fun for me is singing with Paul Smollinger and Sandra Stevenson. They have an ensemble choir. We just put on YouTube 3 pieces from our Christmas concert, and it was videotaped, and that was really a lot of fun. It was in a very cold church, and we were bundled up, but that's how desperate we are to keep our music going. So yeah, so that's my story, and I came here to the Redwoods because of the community and because of the Redwoods. And immediately, I think my first volunteer position was with hospice back in the 90s, late 90s, with Don Fowle, Sue Fowle, and Ron Jones and Chris Millay and Kathy Miller. And so a friend of mine once said, I think that you have reached more of the community as a massage therapist than even the business community, what we call the green community. So I met my late husband here, and in 1999 he was German. His name was Dieter Schrottmann, whom a lot of people also know. And we got together, and he decided he wanted to start a spa in the Philippines, and he needed a trainer. And I had passed the interview. So that meant I had to leave this community and go to the Philippines, which I said no. I said, are you kidding? I just moved here. I'm here for life. And then he said, well, you know, you've never revisited your Asian roots. And I believe that you're half Filipino because you're always late. But I'm only 5 minutes late. Well, you're still late because Germans are always on time. So so I thought about that, and he had it hit deep. It was a touche, you know, go back to Asia and rediscover your roots, but instead of going to Hong Kong, we went to the Philippines. However, I did go to Hong Kong, and I didn't go to the orphanage that I grew up in, because by then it had converted 3 times into a school. But I did see, I did live in Asia for 14 years. But you know, all those 14 years, I never saw that as home. I followed my husband. We had a very beautiful, successful tropical spa. We called it Mandala Spa. And I believe it has closed its doors recently. And so when I lost my husband to cancer in 2013, I kind of knew that I wanted to come home here. So this community is really, it's really my home. Anyway, I wasn't sure I could come back because things had changed so dramatically. And my friend said to me, you should start a massage because people will remember you. And so I did, and it was true. I never have had to advertise, and it's all been word of mouth and referrals, and I've had the very good fortune and good reputation that I have a lot of first visits become regular clients. And even in COVID time, people were calling and needing a massage and needing that space. And so I felt I shut down for a while, but then I thought very carefully about it, that the building that I'm in and the work that I do is one-on-one, so there's never a crowd in the room. There's only me and another person. And if I mask up the whole time and of course sanitize like crazy, do the intake sheets and put signs all over the door and only see people that I know locally, then that feels to me safe. So that's what I've been doing. However, I am slowly retiring from massage. My wonderful hands have given me a very beautiful gift, but they're also saying, you know, I think you should just start letting it go. So I'm listening to my hands and not doing as many sessions, but that gives me more time to do music for fun. And yeah, so that is my story. And last but not least, the reason that I know so much about the body is that in the Philippines, I was also a yoga teacher and had a large following on the island where we were. And I paired up with a teacher and we did teacher trainings. So it's been really a full life. So you may ask me, well, what about having children? You could say that when I came around to that, it was a little late, but it didn't matter because I believe that you can be a mother without having to have your own children. And that's very true with the healing work that I do, and with the yoga work that I do, and with the way, you know, if you care for people in the way that you care for children, that's kind of the same experience. And it's also the same way that you treat animals, because they're innocent. And we are all innocent, with, you know, some scars here and there that are just scars, that's all. So if you're gentle with yourself and love yourself every day, not just, you know, when you feel like it, then you develop a real inside love that's unshakable. And it doesn't matter if there's COVID-19 or a war or 4 generators across the street blasting for the next 10 more days. You're okay. Well, I want to say for the people who came late to this community, like in the past 20 years, you really don't know how beautiful this community is until you give back something to it. You donate your energy, you become involved with the nonprofits, you have so much money, you have so much time. Give it back to this community that has given it to you and given you a place for your livelihood. We need to keep this community going, and our mom and pops are leaving us, and so it would be lovely to keep this kind of energy going for generations and generations.